this is Erico and I am back again on your screens. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Why? Because you're watching this video. So this tiresome topic comes from South Korea, and it has to do once again with people using illegal drugs. Now you might think, illegal drugs for who? Illegal drugs for where? Because you know, in our country, that's not illegal. You can do it in our country, that's normal. It's normal to be higher than a kite, higher than the clouds, up in the sky, going toward heaven. If you decide you want to indulge in some marijuana or some other hard stuff. However, with South Korea's laws, you're not allowed to be high as a kite if it's not for medical reasons. You're not allowed to grow cannabis illegally, and if you do, they will first give you kind of like a slap on the wrist and be like, you know, you won't have to serve for a couple months. We're gonna throw you behind bars. But if they find out that you're still doing it, and let's say you're selling it, or let's say you're spreading all the joy and love and highness to all your celebrity friends, they're going to drag you to jail. And you can serve up to 17 years in prison. Goody. Yeah, great. Happiness all around. Eat the stale rice behind those cold, hard prison bar walls. There's an actor who I actually really like I'm actually a big fan of his, and it is Lee Sun Kyun.
마약 혐의를 받고 있는 배우 이선균 씨의 다리털을 국가수에서 정밀 검사한 결과 중량 미달로 감정이 불가능하다는 의견을 받았다고 오늘 밝혔습니다. 앞서 이 씨는 경찰 출석 당시 채취한 소변을 통한 간이 검사에서는 음성 판정을 받았고 모발 등을 채취해 진행한 국가수 정밀 감정에서도 음성 판정을 받았습니다. 경찰이
He is well loved and very well known worldwide for the movie Parasite. He's been raved about. Also for his dramas, he's done TV work, he's done multiple movies. He's known for Ajashi with IU, but he's actually been in Coffee Prince as well. Coffee Prince was a huge drama that helped catapult Korean dramas worldwide. And he is still working. He's still in multiple movies. I love his crime thriller movies. I actually collect them. He is such a good actor. And I actually had this inside joke with one of my old friends. We used to call him Mr. Golden Voice, because he has a voice, it's so butterscotch deep. And when he says his lines and when he talks in interviews, I'm like, he needs to do a late night talk show or do ASMR or something, because the voice, I could see how he charmed his wife. I could see how he has 2 kids. I mean, the voice, you know, that voice will get a woman. That voice captivated all of South Korea because he's one of the more veteran, well-loved actors. And now that love is going to spoil because they are finding out that he might have been taking illegal drugs. And this is a case that's been going on for about, 2 or 3 weeks now, and it's come to a head. His agency released a statement. They're saying that, you know, he will cooperate with the investigation. The funny part is that they didn't say whether he did the drugs or didn't do the drugs. And so people are like, where is this coming from? How did you all get this lead? Why is this actually a thing? And then more reports come out, people dig, and they find out that it has to do with these late night bars in the city, that these sulu cheaps that the celebrities go to. And this bar hostess got caught. She was, you know, indulging the celebrities, doing all this fun stuff in the night, drinking soju. They were having a good old funky time. And then the police got wind that she was giving away drugs. So they went to arrest her and drag her on her way. They said, you about to be in jail. No more makeup, no more nothing, no more men. goodbye. She started singing like a canary and telling everybody's business. And she started blabbing all of these celebrity names. One was G-Dragon. One was Lee Sun Kyun. It was other people as well. And so the police was like, we're going to bring all of y'all in for questioning. So we see G-Dragon being dragged into the police station looking like he's trying out for Hilarious Joker part 3. He looks so disheveled. He looks just out of it. I'm just like, oh my goodness, this looks a mess. Hair all over the place. He looks like he is over it. What I think is hilarious is the funeral attire, the black suits. Like whenever we see a Korean celebrity that does something that the public doesn't agree with, we always see them coming in with the soft walking, bent head, remorseful stroll into the police station, and they're talking to the media and they're saying, we're gonna cooperate, and I'm so sorry for disappointing you all. And I'm like, you looking like you going to your family's funeral is not necessary. Like, you could just look normal. I mean, it's up to people and also up to me if I want to accept their apology or not, or if I want to go on about my life. Carry on. Please carry on. So this bar hostess spilled all the beans. Also, the police found out from her that, they had a couple exchanges over the phone. So they ran, took his phone, went through his car. And meanwhile, all of the South Korean people are looking and they're like, wait, this kind of makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. Oh my goodness. So then they start pulling up imaginary receipts. And the actress that he played alongside in Parasite all of a sudden got drugged into it as well. And people looking at videos of them and they're saying that, hey, this kind of makes sense. He high, he on drugs, and he's cheating on his wife and his kids. Like, look at them together. They're close, and she's like hugging up on him, and they're pushing their bodies together, and this makes sense. This is disgusting. Like, they were going in. They were trying to find anything that they could. And what I think is also sad about the situation, you guys, is that the media it's not even just South Korea, but the media doesn't always fact check or doesn't always find concrete evidence. But I know that South Korea does this a lot. They will find like maybe a little something and then they will run with a whole narrative. Like without even finding the actual like true information. So there's so much out here right now on speculation of what they feel like happened. They're saying like, oh, yeah, he was in on it with this bar host and they were selling it together and he was taking it and, G-Dragon was in on it and they were all in like this drug ring together. And the police had to come out and say, that's not true. That didn't happen. Where y'all getting this from? Like, you all going crazy. Did somebody dream this? I'm just like, this is going out of control right now. This is so crazy. But my South Korean brothers and sisters, my celebrities, marijuana, weed, a lot of that stuff is illegal according to the South Korean laws. Don't try to indulge in it. Don't take it. There's less stricter laws in America and other places. You all have more than enough money to hop on a plane and go to another place and smoke and do whatever you need to do. Roll around in the dirt, sing, be high, jump up on a trampoline and laugh. Whatever you want to do. I don't know. But to keep sneaking and trying to do it and then getting involved with people who clearly are growing it illegally and they're not doctors. They don't have a license to actually be distributing this stuff. They're not a pharmacist or in a pharmacy. It's illegal. So that means you will get caught. Somebody's gonna tell. Why? Because they want a lesser sentence. They don't want to be smeared by the public. So yeah, they're gonna rat you out. They're gonna throw your name all under the bus. Why? Because you're a celebrity and you're in the limelight. You have a platform. Think about all of this before you get high. So, Lee Sun Kyun came out with, some of the truth. We don't know if it's a half truth, a full truth. He is being very just selective with his words. And he said, I took something, I thought it was a pill for insomnia. She gave it to me. And then people really were suspicious because it came out that he was being blackmailed and he complied with the blackmailing. 300 million. It's so everyone's like, you look more guilty simply because you went through with all of this. And I'm just like, if you did it, you did it. If you didn't do it, you didn't do it. It's just that right now it looks bad. There's a negative narrative that's out there. South Korea, they don't care if they have the full truth, a half truth, a bad rumor, or whatever. They will start taking away your endorsements. They will start Xing you out of production of movies, dramas, whatever. This has happened to him already. They calling people up already. They're throwing him out. He's like, you know what, I'm just gonna take time to myself to process all of this. But I guess he is. And then his wife is with him as well, and I know she's so disappointed because you don't know what to think. And then South Korean society is so based on other people's perceptions of you. They thrive on it. They thrive on being like a unit. If everyone feels a certain type of way about you, then that means that you're like the scum of the earth, and especially when it comes to entertainment. So it's a very thin sheet of ice that this whole thing is on. As far as G-Dragon is concerned, G-Dragon is a bad boy. We know like a lot of things associated with YG and Big Bang. They like the big bad boys, the big bad gangsters. They've been involved with drugs before. They've been involved with all this other money laundering, abusing women, overdosing. So, this is like kind of the territory. They were saying that both drug tests came back negative. We don't know like how true that actually is. I don't know. So many people have power. So it's easy to like manipulate stuff. They did the hair test as well. They were saying that within like the 8 to 10 month period that there was no drugs found in either one system. But I feel like it's easy to manipulate that. It's so easy. So like you don't know. This is just a situation where it's sad that talent goes to waste. That we have people that are Korean celebrities that are talented that may or may not have done this. And to watch it kind of all collapse and to see such wonderful talent just go to waste. So you guys, this is a lot to think about. How do you feel about all of this? Don't do drugs, kids. And if you're gonna do drugs, be aware of the consequences and how it's going to affect the people around you and how it will affect your life. And especially if you're in the spotlight of a platform, think before you puff, think before you shoot, think before you snort. It is not worth it for that moment feeling that you're going to have. You're destroying your life in the long run. So you guys, remember, be real, stay real, live in the real, and I will always be back. Thanks for watching. Put all your thoughts below.